Hey guys, my name is Gamer Dude, and welcome to a legendary preview that is not part of the Pixelmon series I'm currently doing, but a preview of the legendary Pokemon, just for help's sake. So we'll be starting off the preview with the legendary birds, because these are the first legendary shown in the Pokédex. So we have Articuno, who his shiny is based on the fact that he's supposed to look like ice, since he's an ice type. Zapdos looks more of a vibrant yellow to signify he's the bird of electricity. And then Moltres, Moltres looks sunburnt. Sorry about that. Moltres looks sunburnt due to the fact that he's a fire Pokemon, and he looks cooked by his flames. So that is the meaning behind the shinies. And then I'm not too sure on the Mew family why they are blue, but and why Mewtwo has, well, that looks slightly more green than blue, but well, yeah. So this is Mewtwo. Mewtwo can Mega Evolve twice. You can also fly a Mewtwo, which you cannot do on Mew. So that is a Mewtwo. So that is original Mewtwo, and then you have this one is, well, this one's Mewtwo Y, and then the other one is Mewtwo X. You can fly on both of these two after they've been Mega Evolved. So this one's based on speed. So this one's supposed to be a fast Pokemon, and you fly in between its legs so you can see down below. Then you have the other Mewtwo down there, wanting to know why you're not riding it. So so that is the Mew family. I'll sort them out later for the preview I'm doing later, and I'll just sort them out now actually. Then we have the three legendary dogs, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Sorry, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. And then we have, so you can ride on all three of these. You can ride on Entei, and you can ride on Suicune. The reason behind the shinies, so this one is to make it look more like the water where it came from, and the water it purifies. Entei doesn't look much different to his normal form. He just looks like brown and yellow, like lava, and then his white fur on the back looks like smoke. And then we have Raikou, who, like Moltres, has a bit more of a vibrant yellow to signify that he's a dog of electricity. The backstory behind the sea Pokemon is people suspected it was three Eevees, so a Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon, perished in the fire in the building, and Ho-Oh decided to give them an extra life, like a Mario, and bring them back as Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Sorry for my pronunciations. Then we have Lugia, who is the Pokemon of the water. So basically the Poseidon Pokemon. He's not actually called that, but that's just my little nickname for him. I don't know why he's got his red shiny instead of the blue of his normal colours, but that is for, I don't know. Ho-Oh is supposed to be I can't remember what he is, but his golden colour might signify the fact that he's the treasured of the legendary birds. He is the one who gave life, and that's why he's probably got the gold colouring. You can fly on all of the legendary birds. I'll just quickly put Lugia and Ho-Oh back in there. Then we have Celebi, the time travelling Pokemon, who the pink colouring of his shiny instead of the green is to signify that he's a pixie, he's a fairy. Sorry, she is a pixie, she's a fairy. And so this Pokemon can time travel. And his normal her normal colouring is green because she's a fairy of a forest, and that is Celebi. So on to Generation 3, we have the Kings of Elements, sorry. we have Regirock, whose shiny is to make it look more rocky and what he is supposed to be the king of. Regice looks more like ice than normal, puts like more icy chunks in instead of just the flat light blue that he normally has. Then we have Registeel, who looks like diamond to signify how strong he is and the hardness of his element. Then Regigigas, I'm not too sure about the air colouring on this one. It looks more white than normal with black lines and the blue. You can ride on all of them, but I just prefer to ride on Regigigas because he's my personal favourite out of them, even though he's got the weakest stats. Then we have the Jet Duo, Latias and Latios. Once again, I'm not too sure on the reasoning behind the shinies, but the reasoning behind the Mega Shiny, which is I think it's green. Oh, for trying to Mega Evolve that, not chuck it down. So like the original forms, that they stick with the same colour with the shinies, and it's a little bit harder to tell who's who, except for the eye colour, and well, obviously the name tags. You're right, by the way, that's my Minecraft gamer tag, and the reason behind the colour of these shinies is because, well, it's yellow and blue put together. That's the same reason between red and blue of the originals. And so Latias and Latios, the Jet Duo, and I've just chucked out a Magikarp. So that's the Jet Duo. Time to go on to the Land, Sea and Sky Pokemon. So, sorry, Groudon's supposed to go first. And then we have Groudon, who is golden to represent the desert that he comes from and where he went to hide after his great battle with Kyogre that Rayquaza separated. And the reasoning behind his black primal form is for his link between Kyogre and Rayquaza, because during Shiny that's also their primal form. So Kyogre's next. The pink, I'm guessing, I don't know the actual reason, but my reason behind it is the coral that he swims with in the ocean. I'll quickly, and once again, the black to show his link between his comrades. Well, I say comrades, but his other people in his little section. You can ride on Groudon and Kyogre, but you can only move with Kyogre in the ocean. And then we have Rayquaza, who is my personal favourite of the three, who can also Mega Evolve, and black because of the night sky that he flies to, because he can reach the atmosphere when he flies. And once again, black shiny mega version to show his link with Kyogre and Groudon. And to be honest, that mega looks pretty cool. So that is the Land, Sea and Sky trio. Then we have Deoxys, the DNA Pokemon, who I don't know the reasoning behind this shiny either. I don't know the reason behind a lot of the shinies, but this is normal Deoxys, the DNA Pokemon. Then we have Defense Deoxys, who, as you can see, big, burly, looks like he'll withstand attacks, and he makes a shield with his arms like that. This is Speed Deoxys, slim, narrow, aerodynamic for fast movement and stuff like that. Then we have Attack Deoxys, who once again slim for quick attacks, 4 slim tentacles to do fast attacks with, and an aerodynamic head to do stuff like quick attack and wild charge. So quickly just put these back. And then after we have Jirachi, the Wish Pokemon, who I'll just quickly check out right now. He is very small normally, so it's hard to find him in the wild. And for some reason he's running away from me. Did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry. I don't really know the reasoning behind this shiny either. But yeah, so that's those ones. On to Gen 4, we have the creation quad, quad, I can't speak to quadruple. We have Dialga, the Pokemon of time, who was created by Arceus to, well, guard time. You can ride on him, fly on him. You can fly on a few of the legendaries. Then we have Palkia, who is the guardian of space, and he I don't really know the reasoning behind any of the shinies except for Arceus, but he is the Pokemon of time. Then we have the Pokemon of antimatter, who is Giratina. Giratina has two forms. Oh yeah, I forgot his Goosey Sorb. 2 seconds, I'll quickly get his Goosey Sorb. So this is what he looks like. Oh god, wrong Pokemon. And for some reason I can't. So this is what he looks like when you spawn him in the world, like when you get him. You can take off the Goosey Sorb to wait. Can you? I think you can. You can't. Yeah, you can. You can fly on this version. I can't remember whether you can fly on the other version though. Just quickly check them out. Can you fly on the other version? Let me just quickly see. Oh yeah, you can. You can fly on both. Having the Goosey Sorb does nothing except change what he looks like. If I remember rightly, I'm not too sure. Then we have Arceus, the god Pokemon, who is obviously gold to represent the fact that he's a god, and he is one of the most precious Pokemon. He can change the colour of his wheel, and I think it's his head. I'll quickly show you with a few of the plates. So these are the plates that you need to wow, I went like that. These are a few of the plates that you need. So all these here, I'll use Draco, I'll use Iron, and I think I'll use Dread. Where's the Dread plate? So I'll show you. That's him with the Draco plate on. This is him with the Dread plate on. He looks black. This is him with the Iron plate on. So his ring changes colour, his eyes changes colour, and the underbelly and the under part of there changes colour too. So that's that. And that's depending on the plate he's got, and depends on what type Arceus is. He's normal and the type that you get. So you can have normal ghost, normal dark, normal fairy, depending on which plate you've got on him. Next is the Lake Trio, Azelf, Mesprit, and Uxie. You use these to get red chains, which you then use to also get those. So Azelf is the Pokemon of willpower, I think it is. His shiny doesn't look too different from his normal, so I'm not really sure on that. Then we have Mesprit, which is the let me just quickly check. So Ruby of Emotion, that's this one. And then Uxie is the knowledge. As you can see, he looks very small, so you can't really see his character. So can't really preview this one, but yep, this is Uxie. Really should have made them ginormous, but then some of the other Pokemon would have been way too big. So then we have the Moon Pokemon, Cresselia and Darkrai. Cresselia only spawns on the crescent moon, so a moon that looks like Cresselia's wings. So Cresselia is Darkrai's, I would say, alter ego, but technically not, because they both spawn under the same conditions. Cresselia spawns on her moon, Darkrai spawns on his own moon. So this is Darkrai. He looks more like a magician than a ghost, but I promise you, he is a ghost. You can't ride on this one, if I remember rightly. Yeah, Darkrai is unrideable. So personally, I would get Cresselia because you can also move around. Then we have the Shaman. Shaman has two forms, and because there is no way to switch his form that I currently know of, I've got the two different forms with me. So this is Landform Shaman, who, well, is land. You can't ride on either of these because you'd probably just crush them. But that is Landform Shaman, and then this is Sky Shaman, who can fly, but you can't fly on him. So yeah, that is Shaman. And then now we have Victini, Heatran, Manaphy, and Fion. These, I'm not too sure what they are the Pokemons of, but Victini is victory, gives you good luck. Not too sure on the shiny, but that's debatable. Heatran looks more like Magma than normal because he's a lava Pokemon. I'm not sure what he's the Pokemon of, but there we go. Then we have Manaphy and Fion. No, Fion does not evolve into Manaphy. They're two separate different legendaries. But yeah, I'm not sure why their shinies are like this, and they're nigh on identical to their original forms. But yeah, so on to Generation 5, I think we're going on to now. Yeah. So this is, I can't remember what the grouping of this is, but they are from Black and White. So Pokemon Black and White. So we have Reshiram, who has the golden parts here instead of black. I don't know why, but I think it's just for detail purposes instead of just lore purposes. Then we have Zekrom, who just looks more grey than normal. Once again, I think just cosmetic instead of lore. And save Kyurem. So Kyurem, this is his normal form. This is where in the anime, this is where you see him before Keldeo fights him. Then this is his this is his black form that he resorts to that doesn't work. So instead he resorts to his white form, which still gets him defeated, but by far this one looks the coolest. Once again, not too sure behind the shinies, so just quickly put these back in here. Then we have the Swords of Justice, Keldeo, Virizion, Cobalion, and that's Thundurus, not Terrakion. And I've just bought my PC. If I've lost the Pokemon, what am I doing? I've only got a PC with. If I've lost Terrakion here, nah, it's here. Phew. So that's why I keep a spare PC on me, just in case I accidentally break it. So this is Keldeo. This is in his Resolute form. Sorry about my blocked nose. You can probably hear it travelling through the mic. So this is Keldeo's Resolute form. You can ride on Keldeo, although I wouldn't advise it since you can't see a thing. If you do F5, you can get a better view, but as you can see here, Keldeo's hair blocks your thing. So that is Keldeo. Then we have Virizion, who is pink. Oh, I'm not too sure about Keldeo's, but I'd say Virizion is because he his origination, where he first came from for joining the Swords of Justice, was he used to spend time in the cherry forests of Japan. So I'm not sure if I've got that right, but that's what I've heard. So the pink to represent the cherry forests. Cobalion looks like Cobalt. That's why he's got the blue for Cobalt Blue. Well, Cobalt. That's the link I make there for his shiny. Cobalion is also part of the Swords of Justice. All of them are. He joined because he thought he was worthy of, and he's also very arrogant. Terrakion is kind-hearted. He's helpful and he does his best for the team. That's why he's the part of the Swords of Justice. I'm not too sure on the shiny behind this one, same as Keldeo. But yeah, you can ride on all the Swords of Justice. So just quickly put these back. And then we have the weather trio. So Tornadus, Thundurus and Landorus. And also their Therian forms. This is the only time I switch out Magikarp. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is normal Tornadus. He's shiny, hasn't changed, except for the fact he looks more like a vibrant green. Same as Thundurus and Landorus, just looks more vibrant than normal. So this is Thundurus. And then we have Landorus. So basically, Tornadus and Thundurus fight each other to see who's better, and then Landorus breaks it up when it gets too out of hand. Yeah, so sorry about that silence there. So then we have Tornadus's Griffin Therian form. This form here is to show how free he is, and also the wings are to show that he can create tornadoes. Thundurus has I don't even know what this is. I think it's like a unicorn type thing, but I'm not sure what this Therian form is based off, so I can't give an explanation. But then we have Landorus, who is a lion. This is to show his power and his pride. So you can ride on all of them. By the way, I don't think you can ride on the original forms, can you? Just quickly check that. No, you can't. You can only ride on the Therian forms. So just quickly put these back. They go there. This is going to be slightly tedious. There we go. So that is Generation 5. Generation 6 Pokemon, we have, I think this is XYZ. So we have Xerneas, I've got this in my Let's Play series. Then we have Yveltal and Zygarde. I don't know why Zygarde is level 28, but that's, I don't know. You can ride on Xerneas, as you can see here. Xerneas can't fly, but this is Xerneas. I don't know the reasoning behind the shinies. I don't know the reasoning behind a lot of the shinies. Only a few. So this is Xerneas, and then we have Yveltal, who is the Destruction Pokemon. He is first seen in the movie Cocoon of Destruction, as well as Xerneas. Zygarde is actually in the XYZ series, so like you actually see him quite a lot because he's with Bunny quite a lot. So this is Zygarde in his 50% form. I don't know a way to get to his 100% or 10% form. So this is just 50% Zygarde in his shiny form. And then we have Meloetta and Genesect. Genesect is first seen fighting Mewtwo after being genetically formed by Team Plasma, who was then freed after a single Genesect realizes what the body's done, and then, well, I haven't actually seen the movie. So this is Meloetta. She has, well, personally, I think is the cutest one. This is her. I can't remember what form this is, but this is where she looks the best. Then we have Pirouette form, who turns into a fighting type. Personally, I don't like this one. I think it looks bad on the original character Meloetta. Then we have Genesect, whose red shiny is to show the fact that he was a part of Team Plasma. And you can't ride on him, same as you can't ride on Meloetta. He is fairly powerful. Seems though, well, actually I would say no, because it took an entire army just to get close to be able to on the same level of Mewtwo. And Mewtwo is pretty powerful. So on to Generation 7, this is Sun and Moon. We have, well, Hooper is technically a part of Generation 6, but his Pokédex entry shows him in Generation 7. So this is Hooper. I don't know the reason behind his gold and shiny, but well, it looks more like stone when he comes out. And then when you use, I don't think you can ride in this version, can you? No, but when you use a prison bottle on him, he becomes Hooper Unbound, which you can ride this version. Well, technically he carries you, but same thing. Yeah. So this is Hooper Unbound. When you chuck him out, he just returns to normal. Oh no, he doesn't. I think you just need to use the prison bottle on him again. Never mind. So that is Hooper. Then we have Volcanion and Megaena. I don't know the backstory behind these. Well, I do know, I just can't remember. Also, once again, don't know the reason behind the shiny. Megaena is I'm probably butchering this pronunciation, but yeah, this is Megaena because I can't pronounce, so that's what I call her. And am I flying? Then we have Diancie, who once again is shown in XYZ, but the Pokédex entry is shown as Generation 7. That's Magikarp. This is Diancie, black to show the fact that she lives underground in caves and stuff like that, like Colders and stuff, and that. And then, right, so Diancie can Mega Evolve into Mega Diancie, obviously, who just looks the same as normal, just with a more elegant dress. Seems like she's supposed to be the Queen of the Caves. So that was Diancie. Then we have Marshadow and Zeraora. Marshadow is seen in Pokemon the movie, where Ash Ketchum takes a Ho-Oh at the top of the mountain. And then Marshadow is also seen at some points during Sun and Moon. So that is Marshadow. And then we have Zeraora, who is first seen in Pokemon The Last of Us. He is the Guardian of the Forest. He helps all Pokemon in need, and he's pretty strong. So then we have the Cosmog line, who starts off as Cosmog. He in the anime he evolves into Solgaleo. So this is normal Cosmog. He doesn't look different at all. And then we have Cosmo, who looks slightly redder than his non-shiny counterpart. I don't know why this is. I think it's just cosmetics, same as Solgaleo and Lunala, who look red. And these two can both create wormholes, ultra wormholes, as you can see. So that is them there. Onto it isn't exactly Generation 8, it's still Generation 7. Just these are the Ultra Beasts, except for Meltan and Melmetal. They are part of Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. I haven't seen them in a series by themselves. So this is Meltan. His little ball here looks like copper to represent the fact that he's made of metal. Same as Melmetal, who is the evolved version of Meltan. To be honest, I think he looks pretty cool. You get him, well, he's first seen in Pokemon Go, which then you can use transfer stuff to turn him into to put him into Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, depending on which one you've got. And the same reasoning behind Meltan Shiny is the same reasoning behind Melmetals. So, Necrozma is the all-powerful Ultra Beast. Like, Arceus is the god of, is the Pokemon god in the normal universe. Necrozma is the Ultra Beast god. So this is him in his shiny form. I've actually got this in my Pokemon Let's Play series, so he doesn't need much of a preview. And I've also got Necrozma. I've also got his Dawn Wings form and his Duskmane, which is used by getting an End Solarizer and a Solgaleo and Necrozma, using the End Solarizer on Necrozma, then an End Lunarizer for a Lunala if you've got a Lunala. You can't ride on any type of Necrozma, but this one can do an Ultra Burst, which is called Mega Evolve there. But basically turns him into Ultra Necrozma, who is normally white but blue for this. Looks pretty cool, and I've got this in my Let's Play series, so once again doesn't need much of a introduction. So then these are the Ultra Beasts. I don't think I've got any in my Let's Play series so far, but Nihilego, Buzzwole. Oh no. Done this wrong here. Let me just quickly sort this out. Remember I said that the only time I'd be switching out Magikarps for the Thundurus, Landorus and Tornadus? Yeah, no, I'll do it here as well. So we start with Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Xurkitree and Celesteela. So Nihilego is, I don't know the reasoning behind any of these shinies, but in the anime, Nihilego kidnaps Lily's mother, and I'm not going to spoil it, but that happens. Buzzwole just appears for 15 minutes in one episode. I think he's the strongest physically out of them all, obviously because he's got his muscles. Then Pheromosa, and then we've got Pheromosa here, who looks like a goth, but this is Pheromosa. She's a bug type as long as Buzzwole. Then we have Xurkitree, who is a live wire Pokemon, as you can see here. I have to fly to give him a proper preview. He is literally just a big ball of lightning. Well, big ball of electricity, sorry. Then we have Celesteela, who is a rocket who appears in the anime, and they are afraid that he's going to blow up the place. Can't remember whether you can ride on Celesteela or not, so no you can't. So this is Celesteela. So that is the first 5 Ultra Beasts. And then we have Kartana, Guzzlord, Piepol, Naganadel, Stakataka and Blacephalon. So Kartana is an origami-like Pokemon who is originated from Japanese origami. Then we have Guzzlord, who never stops eating. Like I said, I don't know any of the reasoning behind the Ultra Beast shinies. And if I remember rightly, you can't ride on any of them except for Naganadel, but I'll quickly check that. Then we have Piepol, who is pretty cute. He's my third favorite Ultra Beast. And then we have Naganadel. Yeah, now sadly you can't ride on him. He's my second favorite Ultra Beast because he just looks so cool. He looks like what's it called, Beedrill that went into Ultra Space. Then we have Stakataka. I've got this in my Poke Central. He looks golden, presumably blocks of gold, but that's just a theory. Same as he normally looks like iron. Then we have Blacephalon, who is my favourite Ultra Beast. He looks like a clown. And yeah, in my Poke Central series, he is a lot bigger. He's like up to here. But I'll show you him in my Poke Central series. So that sums up my entire preview of legendary Pokemon. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, smash the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.